Okay, let's roll into our winning team of tonight's Food City 250 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And that's Kyle Busch. He drives the number 18 Z-Line Designs Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing with his crew chief Jason Ratcliff. With tonight's win, this is Kyle's 10th NASCAR Nationwide Series victory here in 2010. It equals a record that he and Sam Ard share, 10 wins in the Nationwide Series in one season. Kyle also did it in 2008. Kyle, talk about your performance out there this evening.
It was a pretty good race for us. You know, we had trouble in practice trying to get the car exactly the way I wanted it. You know, we were close, but Jason worked really hard with the guys, Leo and Brad and those guys, to try to make sure that we had a winning car here tonight. And, you know, we were swinging things at it all day, but you know, we came up with a good combination there for the race. It was a little too loose all night, but I kept trying to move my line around and try to find something that would work for me, and I was able to do that a little bit. And you know, good pit stop, and just being able to keep our track position all night really helped us, so we didn't have to pass too much. And then just getting up there at the end and being able to set sail when it mattered most and get to victory lane.
Jason, talk about some of the things that you guys encountered on pit road tonight.
Well, we, like Kyle said, we spent a lot of time adjusting on this car today in practice and threw a lot of things at it. These guys worked their tails off. Never really could find, you know, what we needed to get the car right, and made a few changes before the race. And we jumped the fence, obviously, a little bit. Got it a little too free. First pit stop, tightened it up a little bit, and it looked like it was exactly what we needed. The car just seemed to get better. The lap times got better the longer you went. And then the last pit stop made no adjustments, just put a set of tires on it. And I don't know if it was track conditions or just that set of tires, but the thing got free again. So thankfully that was a long run. I was hoping that, you know, typically when you have cautions here in the tire cycle, every time you restart the car's a little bit tighter. So I was hoping for a few cautions there to see if we could, you know, if the cycles would tighten the car up, and it worked out. Kyle did a great job. Obviously, this place is, you know, you got to be fast, and you got to come through lap traffic here. And I was amazed at how, you know, he came through lap traffic tonight. The win was neat, but to watch him come through 5, 6 cars, just, I mean, it's just incredible. So great job by him, great job by these guys, and to finally get a win here at Bristol. This place is, I'm not going to say it's haunted us, but we just hadn't been able to close the deal here. Had some really good cars in the past, and to finally get that is great. And for it to be our 10th win of the season is even more special.
Questions now for either Kyle or Jason. We'll start right over here with Jim Shad.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. Now, Kyle, seriously, which is more fun, winning a race and dominating, or like winning the race like you did tonight and egging on the crowd as they're booing you on?
The least amount of controversy is always the best way to go, but never seems to fail me. You know, it was fun, but you know, it's hard to understand them sometimes.
I'm told also that tonight's win is an historic one for Toyota.
Keselowski had hit you, about how much damage you had when you hit him back?
You know, I was worried a little bit. I didn't think I got into the wall that hard, but you know, anytime you crinkle a fender on one of these type of cars, the old style car we call it, you know, it seems to hinder the downforce a little bit more than what the new car does. So I was a little worried about that, but for as loose as I was, I actually thought it might actually help me and help tighten me up a little bit. So I was actually looking forward to the restart. As long as the tire wasn't going to rub or anything like that, it was going to be all right. But no, the contact with Keselowski was just headlight, nose contact, so it didn't do anything.
Other questions for Jason or Kyle? Who's got one? Bob has another one. It's on a roll.
Do you expect this will just be the way you and Brad race each other?
Bob, come on. Isn't this the way Brad races everybody? I mean, really. It's it's just the way it is. That's why he got spun out, you know. I mean, I pulled a slide job on him off of turn 2, and maybe I wasn't clear, but I was at one point, and all he had to do was turn down to the bottom and try to do a crossover Earnhardt move and pass me in the next corner, or even try to pull a slide job on me, and he didn't do it. He just drove in the back of me and put me in the fence, and it's Brad Keselowski, so I wasn't too happy about it, so I was going to go back after him and spin him out, and I did. Won the race. Good for me.
He said that because he's on probation, people can intentionally wreck him without worrying about payback. Is that accurate?
I think Brad Keselowski should look himself in the mirror and say, I've brought this on myself.
Well said.
Other questions? Any questions in the press box for Kyle or Jason?
Yes, we've got one in the press box.
Go ahead.
Jay Pennell with front stretch and all left turns. I mean, you're being very candid about all this. You know, we saw, you know, what happened with Edwards at Gateway. Do you expect to be talked to about this by NASCAR? Do you expect them to come to you and hit you with points, penalties? Does that matter for you at all?
I'm not even going to answer that question. Next.
Other questions? Got one over here. Jenna's got one. Chad? Got the mic right there, Jenna.
Jennifer, AP. How important is getting the 11th win and breaking the record? You had tied it 2 years ago. How important is that? And Jason, what's up with this chassis? I think this is like 8 wins on this car alone.
Yeah, real quick on that one. I was pointed out. I'm glad you brought that up. This chassis has been run 10 times. I believe it's chassis
61.
Chassis 61. It's been raced 10 times in the Nationwide Series, 8 wins.
It's got a win at every style, every type racetrack except a speedway and a road course, if you consider this a short track, which it is. And it's the oldest car we have in the shop. We've had it for, I don't know, since 07 maybe?
2007.
Yes. And
come on, Kerry. Keep busting them out here, bud.
So every time we show up with this car, we're looking for great things to happen. It's had a lot of it's won a lot of races, but it's also had a lot of front and rear clips on it too. So you know, to be able to again win the 10th win of the season and to finally get a win at Bristol with that car is just is great. I think we're going to gold plate that thing at the end of the year.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Kyle wants it.
All right.
Price just went up.
Hey, about 11, right? You know, going on about the 11th, maybe next. You know, it's pretty awesome. I mean, to me, it's cool to have the opportunity. We've got, I don't know, 8, 9 more, 10 more races, whatever it is, to get the opportunity to do it. So, you know, hopefully luck can fall our way and we can get number 11. And number 11 is going to be pretty special because, for one, it's never been done before. For two, it brings one of our crew members that has never been to Victory Lane before to Victory Lane. I've mentioned it before. Leo, the car chief on our car, for some reason just doesn't like coming to Victory Lane. But I told him, I said, on win number 11, when I break the record for most wins and you're a part of it, I said, you're coming to Victory Lane and getting your picture taken and hanging it up on the wall for your kids to see and for your kids to brag that, you know, he was a part of me setting the record of 11 wins in a season. So it's pretty cool to have that. And Kevin Grubb, who's on our team, the engine tuner, he was with Sam back when Sam won 10, and so it's pretty cool to have him now. 3 seasons he's been able to do it. You know, 83, right?
When Sam did it?
When Sam did it. Was it 83? Come on, Kerry.
83.
Sounds good.
So when Sam
Josh,
did
check
it,
that.
when Sam did it, whenever he did, and then of course mine just 2 years ago, and now this season, Kevin's been a part of all of them, so it's cool.
Go ahead, Dustin. Let's get him a mic, Shad.
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers. Kyle, what does what would it mean to win all 3 races here this weekend? And 2, with such a momentous event, you know, in your sight, how do you not let that distract you or lead you to make a decision that you might not otherwise make tomorrow night, if you weren't dealing with that?
Yeah, you know, I just hope I have a good enough race car to do it. I feel like we worked really hard today, Dave and myself. We didn't quite find the things I wanted in the car, but we kind of heard over the radio a lot of people scanning that they were saying the same things I was. So I couldn't quite get the car to react the way I wanted to from when I've won here in the past, but hopefully that's just a tendency of this tire, and everybody's kind of fighting that, but our car will be the best of what we're all fighting. So it's going to be difficult, but coming down to decision time at the end of the race, I mean, if you've got an opportunity to do it, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, as we've seen. I haven't been able to get it done yet. I've been close a few times, but it seems like the last one is always the hardest one to get. So, I mean, you never know what happens. It's 500 laps of racing at Bristol under the lights. So, I mean, we could have something bad happen early on and just be done right there, But if we can get to the end of the race and have a shot, I'd certainly, of course, I wouldn't want anything other than that. To try to take that double McCambry to victory lane would be pretty special. And to do the triple here at Bristol, where no one's ever done it ever in NASCAR, I think would be cool too.
I guess they could say if it's at the end and you got that opportunity for the triple, everybody should expect to be as aggressive or more aggressive than I mean, it's ball to the wall.
Yeah, I mean, if there's an opportunity for me to be a little bit more aggressive or balls to the wall, and Dustin Long quotes, I feel like you'll have to. Yeah, I mean, I will. It doesn't come along very often, so for me to try to do it, it would be the first for many.
Anything else for Kyle or Jason? Okay, congratulations, guys, and good luck tomorrow night, Kyle.